Okay, I think we're back live.
All right, cool. So
Uh,
yeah, it's just next story is Google lets users leave comments on search results, which I thought was kind of interesting. It kind of brings socials straight into search because Google's failed to make any kind of social network. I mean, Wave or whatever it was called before was shit. Google Plus was shit. Now they're like, well, it's just why don't we just let people make comments? And how many of you, when you read the news, do you really just like skip the story pretty much? Like you skim it and then you get into those comments because that's where the juicy shit is. That's kind of, I think there's definitely a potential for Google to allow, if they're going to allow comments in search and to show them. I think it'd be super cool to see, like, I can see myself wasting some time in search reading comments. Um, it's kind of difficult to judge from Google's official answers what they're going to be allowing, but yeah, I mean, Search Engine Journal says comments are not yet live in Google search results, but the feature's clearly being worked on and might be available in the future. I would enjoy reading the comments on a lot of search results, people commenting on different sites, like just and proper ratings, and it gives a lot more context, and it gives you as a real marketer, if you can drive people to interact with your content and to comment on your content, it gives you a huge opportunity to drive real interaction and more future interaction on the back of that, which is pretty cool. I enjoyed that. So let's have a look. Yeah, I'm not going to do the next news story. I'm just going to talk about well, the next news story, we'll do that in a minute when Garrett gets back. But Facebook, hey, welcome back. I've skipped ahead a couple of stories, so we'll go back to Firefox Monitor in a minute, and I've kind of semi-skipped the data shared of tech companies. I wanted to talk about the breaking news from today, which we didn't have on the original list, around Facebook, where if you have the Facebook app installed on your phone, it's spying on all your text messages, everything you do. And good old Zucks apparently was busy brokering deals to sell it. So my main recommendation to people is, and I don't give a shit what Facebook promises they'll do in future, is uninstall the app, and if you must use Facebook on your phone, sign in on the fucking browser and treat it like a computer. And on your main computer, where you have all of your personal information, you sign up for a bank account and all that kind of stuff, use Facebook on a browser you don't use for anything else. So like if you're a Firefox user, only ever sign into Facebook on Chrome and never use it on Firefox. If you're a Chrome, then the other way around. You know, like just keep Facebook away from all of your data and stuff that it can steal. It seems like they're well, it just seems like Mark Zuckerberg's a piece of shit.
you don't say.
You shouldn't trust him. So treat it like you would trust someone who you don't trust coming into your house and using a computer. Would you let them see everyone you phoned and read all your messages? No. So don't give Zucks that opportunity either. And I'm sure like the kicking they've been getting is. But anyway, Firefox Monitor. Had you seen that? Like I'd never seen that screenshot before of the Firefox Monitor where it's like this site has blah blah.
I don't use
thing in
Firefox anymore. I tried to switch back a few months ago. Still have like insane memory leak issues for some reason across multiple machines. So I just in Windows. So I just went back to Chrome because I can leave two windows open with like 30 tabs or some bullshit. Like I don't go that extreme, but a few windows open that have, multiple tabs, and I can come back in the morning and my computer isn't melting down like with Firefox for some reason.
It doesn't seem to do it on Linux, so I don't know what the Firefox Windows situation is. Like, I haven't rebooted this machine for 3 weeks or something.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. You never have to reboot Linux.
Yeah, yeah.
And I guess
I know, but like you still get the memory leaks on browsers, but it's not as extreme. Like on Windows, it seems to be really extreme. I don't know what it is about the code base that they're having such a big problem on Windows. It doesn't make
obviously
sense.
it's something with Windows.
Yeah. But Chrome is bad, but not as bad. So it's kind of
right.
But yeah, I'd not seen the Firefox Monitor thing before, like where it gives you that kind of special heads up at the top. With all that, it's kind of a cool. I don't know. I thought it was kind of a cool feature. I didn't know if it was something that I hadn't seen because it wasn't big in like Europe, but like you guys had it first or something, or. But I guess if you're not a big Firefox user, I don't know. Like, has anyone seen a Firefox Monitor alert? Give us a tweet or let us know, I guess. It was the first time I'd seen one. I'm just trying to find what it was, what site I was on. Yeah, it was Quora, and it just said, have an account on this site, more than 1 million accounts were hacked. It's kind of it's useful information, I thought. It's kind of, but yeah. I'd never seen one before, and like, obviously loads of sites have been hacked in the UK before, like British fucking Airways. That's useful information for you as a user, like, because they're not always that proactive about telling you. Yeah, it's kind of a cool feature.
So, did you already talk about the health data stuff?
No. We kind of. I was just raging on Facebook instead, so we can jump to that now.
Yeah. So, was it just in DuckDuckGo that this guy found his queries were being sent to Facebook?
I think that's where he kind of that's what revealed it, but I'm guessing it wasn't.
Yeah, my point is, if DuckDuckGo, which was supposed to be a clean search engine, not doing this kind of shit, if they're doing it,
exactly.
What about established search engines like Google, Bing, and whatever? So I'm pretty disappointed to hear that this guy found this in DuckDuckGo.
Well, no, I think what it is like he searched in DuckDuckGo thinking it would keep him safe. But because the sites he visited had Facebook widgets on, it doesn't matter. Like, once you visit another website,
so that website could find the search query.
It's not the search query. It's the fact they know you visited that site, so they sell that data. Facebook and the other advertisers.
Or maybe I'm wrong, but he's looking at.
No, he searched, like, the ads that were tracking him weren't on DuckDuckGo. He searched on DuckDuckGo. And then he visited other sites.
Oh, okay. So
yeah. So I think people don't realize this. Like, on any site, when you see at the end of a post, a blog, when you get to the end of a blog post and there's a like button or a tweet button and all this shit. Those buttons aren't just buttons. They're tracking codes that come with the script that puts them there.
So he does say what happened on DuckDuckGo. He accidentally clicked on an ad on DuckDuckGo.
Okay, yeah.
So that website obviously tracked him. What's a little more alarming, in his own words, and I agree, he was on a government website, betterhealth.victoria.gov.au, and they were selling that information to Facebook.
Yeah. Whenever you visit any website that has a Facebook widget on, you can assume that you're being spied on. I think there's a big argument these days for only ever browsing the web inside a virtual machine that you wipe every time you finish browsing the web, and you delete it, and you make a new virtual machine for the next time you browse the web. I honest to God, like, it's insane the amount of spying and bullshit that goes on at the minute. And not only that, you connect to the internet via a VPN that randomizes your IP. So you're on a fresh VPN, on a different IP every time you use the internet, because these fuckers are just relentless.
He makes a good point in this article. Could your health data be used to discriminate against you?
Yes, absolutely.
Just that heading. Let's say they were searching for, can medical marijuana help my whatever the chronic illness is that they're having? What if some insurance provider bought that data, made a claim, well, such and such was searching for marijuana and it's illegal in Iowa. We shouldn't have to pay for these medical charges. Or something extreme. That's a very extreme statement. But I mean...
Well, it's not that extreme. I mean, actually, one of the big things that often comes up in court cases is they'll seize all your computers and they'll subpoena Google, or they'll look in your history if you haven't deleted it and find what you've searched for. And then they'll use that to build a case against you in the whatever it is they've accused you of. So this is just, if you can avoid it being in public and easy to get without them having, like, if it's not on your computer and it's not available in public, that's a much better situation for you, because we all search for things we're interested in. Like we see a weird article about some weird shit and you click on it, like, you might find, like, let's just use a ridiculous example. So you watch a crime drama on Netflix about someone being dissolved in acid, and you're like, what the fuck? You can just dissolve people in acid? So you Google it to see the science behind it.
Right.
And you watch
Let's
a
say your
YouTube video
significant other
about the science behind
goes
it.
missing. Oh,
Exactly.
Steve was Googling how to kill somebody or dissolve their body with hydrochloric acid or whatever.
Exactly.
It
And
must
all
have
I'm
been him.
thinking is, where the fuck is my girl? I'm like fucking killing myself because I want to see her again. And all they're thinking is, he was watching some weird fucking murder fucking porn YouTube shit.
Right.
It's like, I watched some serious weird shit on YouTube because I just watch, well, most of it's like quantum mechanics, which is just an abomination of God.
Well, the way they approach that shit can
You
be
know what I mean.
worse than your dad's scrub rate.
Exactly.
It just is.
Well, I knew you'd beat me on this show. 'Cause I haven't even looked at what the fuck I'm doing.
Oh, the last little topic in the news here. There's a link to the image in the video description. I was at my grandparents' for Thanksgiving, and they still subscribe to Time magazine because they're old and that's how they read. On the back, I saw, the magazine was on the fireplace. Google is running this advertisement on the back cover of Time Mag. Now, you can search, quotation, jobs for veterans, end quotation, and enter your MOS code to find civilian jobs that match your skills.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm interested to see how they're doing that in a unified code base. They're assimilating queries with, I don't know any MOS numbers. Let's say 1096 means you're a
Signal guy or something.
Yeah, something in the military, whatever it is. Locksmith. Let's just say, because that's easier than a signal.
Just do signalman just to challenge.
Well, okay. All right. well, I don't know what to associate that with. I was going to say a really easy...
Go on. Do your log one.
Locksmith. 1096 or whatever I said, MOS is locksmith. And Google can easily interpolate that to locksmith jobs. I'm not saying signalman isn't interesting, but a lot easier to say. I don't know. That's cool.
Google would probably suggest cable guy.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
As a guy, be like, I would fucking be a cable guy. I'm a signalman.
And obviously, a lot of people in the Army probably are not locksmiths. Very few. But
well, you'd hope so, because they can just fucking shoot the door down if they need to.
So what do you do for infantry? I wasn't in the military, so I don't know. if you're in the inventory, do you all have the same MOS code? Is it diversified? Like certain people in the inventory have much different MOS from one to another? I don't know.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Oh, try it out. Actually, if you were in the army before, even if you got a job, just search as if you were unemployed.
Our friend Shad.
You've just come out of the military. Do a search and let us know what you think about the results for your code and whatnot.
I'll message Shad.
Is Google doing a good job? At what's your Twitter?
Garrett Palato.
At Garrett Palato. Let Garrett know, like, if you've been in the military. Yeah, I mean, most of you probably got a job because you're watching the show because you're SEOs or whatever. But pretend you've just come out, put your search in.
All right. Well, I'm missing Shad. He's the only person I know in SEO that was in the service.
Okay. And as always, we're going to have a quick couple of minutes about the points and miles.
Yeah.
What are you up to at the minute, Garrett? You're kind of between cards, aren't you, at the minute? You're like kind of hit all your bonuses and...
Just about to clear the 5,000 on the Amex Gold business card. Pretty awesome.
How many points for that one?
Is it 50,000 MR? Membership reward points?
Yeah, so that's $1,000 near enough worth of points. That's pretty cool.
I mean, I don't know. People watching the show, I mean, $5,000 in 3 months.
Business spend.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
Probably
$5,000 out of your pocket. That's like you're paying your writers.
Yeah, the key is, like I talk to friends and neighbors and family that think I'm a degenerate for grinding these credit card welcome bonuses. You have to use them normally. Like, if a credit card's offering an awesome welcome bonus, like the Amex Platinum Travel Card, or not Platinum Travel, just the Amex Platinum Business Card.
Well, the Platinum Card is a travel card. I mean, there's no question. If you don't ever
you
travel...
You have to spend $10,000 in 3 months.
Even for the bonus, like, if you don't travel... Don't get the Platinum Amex personal or business because it's a travel card.
So much stuff that goes into it. Like, if you're not spending $10,000 in 3 months, so what's that? $3,300 and
whatever it is. Yeah.
If you're not spending that, they just upped it to $550 a year. You have to get your value out of the card, even though if you do hit that 10 grand, you're getting a couple $1,000s worth of benefits. If you don't continue to get the value out of the card, it diminishes itself in a few years. And I just grinded the Chase British Airways signature card. You spend $3,000 in 3 months. I mean, if you have a family of 4 like I do, it's not $3,000 in 3 months. That's just groceries. I didn't go out of my way to buy anything extra to clear the bonus. Yeah. And you devalue the welcome bonus if you start buying shit that you can't afford or you weren't planning on buying, and you're paying interest all of a sudden. So you have to be smart about it. You can't just... I mean, I guess you could just buy a bunch of shit, clear the bonus, and you have those miles, but you lost all the value. You might as well have paid cash. So I did the British Airways card. I fucked up, and a week later I applied for the Chase Aer Lingus card because they're both Avios cards, Avios, however you say it. So
Avios,
the BA card, I get 50,000 Avios, and then
Avios.
The Aer Lingus is the same thing. So like a week later, I applied for the Aer Lingus and got denied because I just applied for the BA card. Which I shouldn't have done. I've read plenty of articles like the Points Guy or 1 Mile at a Time. It'll be there, so I'll try to get it again. But 100,000 Avios, like I can fly my family of 4, like I said, to Florida, round trip first class, and then I can take a flight on business first class for free somewhere in the States. It's free money. the way that they make it profitable is people spend money they
Most
don't
people
have.
fuck up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they end up buying shit on interest. And the points guy is decent. 1 mile at a time is good. Be careful. There's way you can get cut off. Chase is notorious for cutting people off. If they see,
Oh yeah, they'll cut you off cold.
if they see that you're grinding welcome bonuses, they'll cancel your current cards, and then they won't let you apply for any new ones. American Express is more lenient, but Chase has slightly better rewards, and yeah.
Well, I mean, American Express is more lenient to a point, but if you take the piss out of them, they'll fuck you just the same.
Like Amex,
They'll put you in financial review, and then you're fucked.
You can only hold 5 American Express cards at any time. So if I have 2 of my
Five credit cards. You can. The charge cards you hold don't count.
Oh, they don't. Oh,
they don't. No. So the business charge cards you get do not count towards your 5 American Express cards.
But
only credit cards.
It is worth saying, like, for a lot of years, I paid for everything on PayPal. Didn't give a fuck. Money's in the PayPal account. Pay for it. Why not earn something out of it? The reason
I was doing that as well. Yeah. Like, it just because I was so anti credit card, because like same as Garrett, like my previous life, stuff didn't go well, and then you bootstrap a business like we've done. Like, we haven't borrowed a penny to start this business. Like, we owe no one anything, not even the banks. Like, we've bootstrapped this business. When we couldn't afford a member of staff to do something, we didn't borrow the money to do it. We did it ourselves until the business could pay someone, and then we hired someone. Like, it's a pure bootstrap business, so we were really anti-debt, and I think that's cost us probably 1 million points each or something.
Well, I mean, you look at it.
I mean, it's insane. Like, literally 1 million points each or something. It's just retarded.
What if we were paying contractors? I mean, it's like, have them bill. Let's say you're paying your contractors through PayPal. Have them bill you and pay it with your Amex rewards card. If you're spending $600,000 a year on salary stuff or contractors or whatever, services.
You're talking about. Do you know how much that is? That's literally 11 return flights to Japan
for free,
first fucking class.
It's like $30,000 in points, more, way more. If you're spending $600,000, that's.
If you love to go to love to go to Asia, Asia is where the sweet spot redemptions are. It's like 11 return first class flights for fucking. At worst case, it's 6. Absolute worst case, it's 6 return flights. I mean, Jesus Christ.
But I will say, I'm going to venture a guess that a lot of people in our industry are rather, degenerative. You can get yourself into trouble. You shouldn't be grinding them for the points. It should be an option that you're financially stable and you can afford to pay your charge card back or your credit card back. The second you start paying interest, you're devaluing.
Yeah, always pay it back immediately. Yeah. I mean, even like take Garrett's one, like the gold card, 50. I know it's a charge card, but in America they give you an option to pay over time or whatever. So it's $1,000 back for 5,000 spent. So that's 20% in your pocket.
Yeah.
If it's going to take you a year to pay that back, you're basically throwing away most of the bonus.
Yeah.
So it needs to just be your normal spend. There is a lot of manufactured spending options you've got, but that's a whole different game. You have to want to do that and put the work into. Unless you're prepared to like become a manufactured spending expert, then it's not a thing you should do. Is kind of my point. So like people will do things like they'll buy, this vape is $3.75. I can sell it for $3.65 on eBay. So I'll lose 10 cents a thing.
We should start doing some breakout.
I'll buy 1,000 of these. I'll lose whatever that is, 2% or whatever, but I'm getting 20% back on my Amex, so I win on the points. If you can spend the time to make sure that you'll get something you can shift at volume and all that kind of stuff for manufacturer spend, great, do it. But for most of what we're talking about, we're trying to talk to you guys as like agency owners. You want to go to Brighton SEO for free, stuff like that. Like fly to Barcelona, because Garrett actually found that on. He was looking at, because we were arguing about which the best points program was. Was it Virgin? Was it Delta? Was it BA? He found like a really sick Delta One return to Barcelona.
Yeah, full-blown Delta One first class, direct from, or it's not direct, it's Minneapolis to Paris, and then you fly to Barcelona. But John and I are flying in a Delta One suite from Minneapolis to Paris for $3,500.
And when you looked up in points, it was 110,000 points or something like that. It was pretty close, wasn't it? Return, which is $1,000 worth of points.
I think that's right. Yep. So yeah, if you were accumulating these points, like John and I are happy to have this amazing deal to fly for $3,500. That's cheap. It's usually like a $10,000 flight. But because you're a business owner, you're racking up these MRs, membership reward points. I could have had that flight, which at 110 MRs, 110,000 MRs, is cheaper to do my business flight for points than it is to pay in cash at $3,500 and take the write-off. So,
and the only reason we don't do that is we're saving money for more luxurious family holidays. Like, I'd rather take the whole family in first class than pay a bit more tax this year. And that's the only reason we're not using the points for that kind of trip, because, Garrett's going to go out to the Far East sometime with the whole fucking family in first class. And that's going to be amazing. Whereas you can just pay the 3.5. But
for a lot of agencies,
you look at the price difference. $1,000 worth of membership rewards, your sign-up bonus on your fucking card.
I know there's a lot of agencies that watch us that make between $100,000 a year and $500,000 a year, and you're probably spending at least $250,000 to $400,000 on cost
on your credit cards anyway. Yeah.
Well, if you're just paying straight through PayPal or straight through ACH to all your service providers, employees, whatever, I'm not saying you have to pay everybody with your Amex, but if you can find ways to do it and it doesn't harm your employees or whatever, you're losing a lot of value that you can just get for free.
Well, I mean, we would encourage it because transnational PayPal payments are really expensive. I'd love if everyone just got their American Express out, paid us on Stripe, and collected their points. Because we pay less, you earn more. You're actually a winner, like paying us. Don't pay us on PayPal. Ever. Like, if you've got an American Express card, and if you're like pissed off that you can never, like, when you go to the website you're never getting the best deals, the best points bonuses, send Garrett an email. He'll send you a referral code where you'll get and that's the only sales pitch we'll give it, just because sometimes you'll go to the Amex site and you'll get the best deal that you think you're going to deserve or whatever. Sometimes the 50,000 deal won't be there and you'll be seeing a 25,000 point deal. Just email Garrett. He can refer you to the deal that he had.
I will say, the platinum card in the States right now, I have the gold card. I think the platinum's, it's down to 50,000. If you go on the Amex site and you show interest, there's something where you can sign up where it's like you haven't signed up for the card, but you're on the fence. They will start sending you targeted offers. I've read in forums, I've had it myself. I don't have the platinum card yet, but they'll start sending you welcome bonus offers that are more than what the standard 50,000 point is currently, and what all the other, like the Point Sky or 1 mile at a time, whatever.
If you get any offer more than 75,000 points, you should take it. The biggest they've been sending is 100.
Yeah.
But it's so rare to get the 100.
I think you have to be spending quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
Supposedly. Now, here's the thing. You can be a little unethical and say that you plan on spending $2 million. Okay, that. Let's say $450,000 on the card every year. That might or may not be enough to get you that extra bump on points for your welcome bonus.
The truth is, though, like that they're not going to believe you. It's so just like whatever the offer you have when you click the link is what you get. Like it. So if you get a 75,000 plus offer, you
should.
Well, I think they round it to 80. I don't think they do a 75. I think they mostly do an 80 or 100. I would take the 80. It's like with Hilton. They did 2 targeted offers for buying points, and they know I'm basically committed to Hilton. I stay there every time. So they didn't offer me the 100%. They offered me an 80% discount on buying points. I'm just going to take it because it's a really good deal. $900 is going to get me 144,000 points, but in Europe they'll go for about 0.06 euros a point, so I'm making 15% profit. So that $900, I'm going to get a $1,200 stay or whatever for the same money. So yeah, I'm going to buy it because I've got the redemption in mind. So if you get like 75,000 or more, you'll most likely get 80 because I think they do the 50, the 60, and the 80 and the 100. If you get the 80, take it. Don't hold out for the 100. Just take the 80 because that's $1,600 worth of fucking free travel when you transfer it. Oh, that's the thing. Actually, a lot of people don't get that. So you just spend it on American Express travel, you get like 1 cent a point. So people are like, "Oh no, it's only worth $800." It's not worth $800. If you transfer it to Delta, it's only worth $800. If you transfer it to Virgin Atlantic, you can book the same Delta flights for 2-3 cents a point. You transfer it to... There's loads of real sweet spots for transferring redemptions, which is why American Express, the Chase cards that have their... What do they call it? Ultimate Rewards Chase, isn't it? For you guys? Membership rewards, ultimate rewards, all these transferable currencies are worth. And of course, the American Express Starwood Preferred Guest Card, where you get the Marriott points. You can transfer those to airlines that membership.
On my BA card, it says Avios, obviously, and the next one I'm going to get is the. I think, don't quote me, but I think Chase got rid of the Business Inc. Preferred card, which was the best out of any business card to carry.
Well, the ink's gone. I thought that one was.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think the ink is gone.
No, that's brutal. If they've killed that one, that was
one
like
of the.
such an
I don't know.
card.
Well, it's not that the ink card is gone. There was the Chase Business Inc. or the Preferred. It was the Chase Inc. Business or the Chase Inc. Business Preferred. One of the two is gone. I'm pretty sure it's a Preferred card.
Okay.
Well, maybe it's still here because there's an ad for it on Google. Okay, so it's still there. The Business Preferred card is still there. The preferred one, 80,000 bonus points.
Get your application in, man.
Well, I have to let some things garden a little bit here because they just denied me for the fucking Aer Lingus card that I'm never going to use.
It's your business. It's separate. It's different.
Not for me.
Get it in, man. Get it in.
After you spend 5,000 on purchases, you get 80,000 points. That's 1,000 towards travel rewards. So, I mean, $5,000 in 3 months probably isn't much for any business. Why not just take the 80,000 points, and if you don't like the card, cancel it. Use your debit card if you want.
Yeah. I mean, they have slightly less good transfer partners than Amex, but it's still worth $1,200 to $1,400.
And while you're clearing that $80,000 or 80,000 bonus points, you're earning an additional 3 points on travel, shipping, internet, cable, and phone, advertising purchases. So really?
They do 3 times points on advertising?
Yeah. and a point on everything else. So it's like if you're an agency and you're spending $100,000 a month or $100,000 a year.
If you're spending $100,000 ever on advertising, let's just put this in context. You get 300,000 points. You can transfer them, and you can use them on Japan Airlines to fly to Tokyo from LAX, first class, return for 100,000 points. I mean, come on, like that's a $6,000 flight.
Yeah.
And that's just on your. That's not even your bonus. That's just from your spend. For fuck's sake, you spend £33,000 on advertising at 3 times points. You get a return trip to Japan in first class.
Yep.
Fuck. I mean, you guys are so blessed.
Or if you're fine,
you guys are so blessed in America. We don't have any of these options over here.
Well, here's the better thing.
We get 1 point a pound. That's it. That's just
if you're fine, yeah, I realize your redemptions suck. What if you're somebody flying coach, flying economy, and you're fine with it? You're getting like 2.5 free economy flights to Japan and back from LAX.
That when it comes to economy, that's actually a really good point, though. You can only go to Asia because if you fly to Europe in economy on points, all the airlines charge you so many additional fees going to Europe. You just get fucked. So, like, if you have no interest in ever going to Asia and you only fly economy, the points are worthless to you. Points in economy are completely worthless to Europe. But if you'd like to spend some time in Hong Kong, if you'd like to go to Thailand, you'd love to go to Korea, China, you can go in first class for so cheap. It's unreal. But then when you come to Europe, you can fly first class, and you're going to save like half the cost of the ticket using points. It's insane. Like, I mean, it's just insane. Like, business class is 120,000 points or something on BA and 144,000 in first class. So, and first class availability is more on a lot of routes if you're prepared to just connect domestically in America. Which why wouldn't you? Like, domestic first is fine. So you still pay like some big fees, but you're paying economy tickets and you're all flying first class. So there's a load of awesome redemptions.
Yeah, I think maybe next week we'll just do a video on how to take advantage of it.
Yeah. Let's do a video on getting to Brighton SEO from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
We'll show you how to get the hotel for free. You stay at the Hilton. We'll show you how many points you need, how quickly.
Because really, I mean, a lot of, like, let's say you're just starting out and you're only probably making 30 or 40 grand a year. You can't afford $1,000 economy ticket to Brighton and then pay $500 for the hotel stay plus a couple $100 if you're doing cheap food and drink. All of a sudden, it's cost you 10% of your income for the whole year to go to Brighton, which I think is a good business investment, but that's a lot of money.
It's a hard investment to make when you're in that situation.
Yeah. If you can do it for free, why not? And it's not like some scam. It's like fucking just get a credit card and pay it off.
The beauty is we're not going to give you any affiliate links.
Yeah.
We don't make a penny off of this. Like we're just giving you advice from what we've done. So we're not like the Points guy. We're not owned by fucking Bankrate. We're not here to try and fucking gimp you to sign up through our deals. We're just going to walk you through. If you live in fucking Los Angeles and you want to come to Brighton SEO for free, we're going to walk you through it next week.
All right. You want to do Tuesday or Wednesday?
For the show.
For this little video segment we're going to do.
We should just do it for the show.
Oh.
Vin will just join. He'll be fine.
Yeah, Vin can join because he refuses to be part of this and doesn't seem the value.
Well, he collects serious amounts of points on that.
I don't think he does. I don't think he has a proper business card.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't for like air miles. But he's a cruise expert. If you gamble on cruises,
yeah, because he loses tens of thousands of dollars, he gets free cruises. That's a little bit different here. We're in the business of making money. Vin's trying to justify his gambling addiction.
Well, you bring some balance to the discussion.
Oh, okay. I do believe in balance. Trutina.
I think we're just doing it on the show. Vin will just have to talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about that next week. I'm tired of talking about SEO anyways, because nothing really changes. I mean, things change.
Yeah,
Everyone's
but
chasing the same
it's all
fucking
the
bullshit.
fucking
But
same, you fucking people. If you're looking for what's changed in SEO, nothing.
yeah, we'll wrap the show up with in the last 10 years. As ambiguous as this is going to sound to most people, write good content, have a good website, build some fucking links, and make some fucking money. Something like that.
Sounds good to me, man.
There's
I mean,
a lot
that's
of-
the truth. It's the fucking truth. We've made people. I mean, one of our clients is a fucking billionaire.
Well, yeah, we
How
should
depressing
have.
is that? How depressing is that? One of our clients is a billionaire.
Let me add on my pinky finger. Always make sure you're not making somebody too much money. Because while it's cool to think that you made a bunch of money, sometimes clients make a fuck ton for doing nothing, and it's yuck.
I don't mind. I don't mind it. Like we set our price. We paid our
Yes.
money. We took our choice.
Yeah.
My
This-
friend who was promised 10% of that, I understand why he's more angry. Because he
Yeah.
got $100 million stolen from him.
I wish I
I
could have
gotta-
anything near that.
Yeah, I can understand why he's angry. But for us, I mean, we quoted our price and we did our work.
Always be aware of your pricing, because sometimes you might think you're making a lot, but
Sometimes you make a billionaire by mistake.
yeah. Anyways, yeah, we'll be next week, and we're going to talk about grinding credit card bonuses. I actually have some stuff outside the credit card sphere you can grind.
Oh, I love the outside the credit card sphere point game. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to this conversation. It's going to be the best. Honest to God, it's going to be the best fucking SEO.
I'm a
I've
tight
seen.
ass. I like my money, and I'm not afraid to spend money, but I also like sticking it to the next guy, so...
And you guys are all going to join us in September next year. Brighton SEO, September 2019. And honest to God, any of you who watch the show, we're going to buy you a drink if you come fucking see us.
Yeah, we buy everybody else drinks.
Especially, yeah, like we buy a bunch of fucks a drink that aren't even on watching the show. We're going to definitely buy you a drink if you come business class to Brighton in 2019 for free.
Well, then I'm going to use my affiliate link.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to let Garrett just use his affiliate link, that would be super cool as well. But you don't have to. We'll still buy you a drink
No,
anyway.
I'm just kidding.
Pretty chill. See you later, guys.
Alright, see you next week. Adios. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends. There's a lot of value here. A lot
Smash
of
that motherfucking like button.
It's not all SEO value, but
Oh, fuck SEO. It's so boring.
it is. We can talk about that next week. See you guys.
See you guys.